I'm 9 years old. Being a young black male, I thought this was very important for me to talk about and give my perspective. The way that I think young black males feel when we're hearing that other young black males are getting killed, I think that we feel like we're that we're not being protected, and we don't have someone to cover over for us, and that we just don't know what to do in certain situations. And the way that it makes me feel, it makes me feel unprotected, and I don't want to be in that feeling. So it's very uncomfortable for me to be in that type of feeling. So now I think this is a very important time for us to think, because grown-ups, what's the problem? What's the solution? And plus, you need to tell the solution to your kids, because soon you're going to leave the world to us, and we're going to have to know the solution to the problem, so when we grow up, we can solve it and know what to do.
But every time we preach and we speak on to stop violence, the violence doesn't stop. Our message, we need to give out our stronger message. And the people who kill, they don't care about themselves. They don't care about their mothers who raised them. And guess what? They never had a father to raise them. They never had a father to just sit down and talk with them. And if they had a father, they would have been better. Bigger, stronger, and better. Better than they are today. Just like me. But guess what? There could be more children like me if you just concern us to be great. And greatness comes from being creative. And creative can also be greatness. Unlock your greatness. Don't keep your greatness locked. You have to get your key and unlock your greatness. And don't do it when you're 50 years old. Do it now. Because if you do it now, then you will always be willing to be great if you do it right now.
So you know a lot about history. Does that help you realize what we need to do now to make sure we don't repeat history? Like, by you watching those historical movies?
No, but the point is that we really do, and I think that we need another good history that can spread. We need a good image. In most TV shows, you know, you're pioneer, right? Your third eye?
No. Okay, no.
I'm teaching you.
You're teaching me a lot here, man. You're teaching me a lot.
Your third eye, your pineal gland. Tell me what kind of show you watch?
Well, I work a lot, so I don't have a lot of time for shows, but I like those like drama series, like Breaking Bad and Homeland and Walking Dead. You know any of those? Probably not. No.
I don't. I don't have cable. What I really want to talk about is how we can make stronger young black boys. Starting off, how we can do that is making them be creative and making sure they have a great role model. And think about a foundation when you're building a building. You got to put the right foundation and the right stuff in it, and to make sure that building is nice and clean and healthy and right. So it's just like with the kid, you have to put the right program and process in them, and you have to build them up with lots of creativity. I don't do these videos to offend anybody, but I ask you guys to give me topics, and you guys give me the topics, and I talk about it. And someone told me to talk about fathers. So that's what I'm going to talk about. Fathers, you need to really be there more for your children, because you don't know if they might need a father-son sit-down talk. And mothers, you need to encourage the fathers that your child really like you need to say that, come on man, your child really needs you. He really needs to sit down father-son talk. You can't just say, oh, you're a bad father. You're like a bad father, you can't be here. And you can't do that. Because if you tell them that, then they're really not going to be there. You need to encourage them, build them up. I'm not the only one that should be building fathers up, but fathers, you might not know if they really need a father-son sit-down talk. My father never had a father, but he told me about it, and he never gave up on me. And every time he would sit down and talk to me, he would talk to me about everything. teach us how to be strong, teach us about the law, so when we grow up, because you guys are going to leave the world to us. So teach us about the law, teach us how to be strong, so we can find a format, and so we can find a way to strategize with our problems. So where do we go from here? We know our history, well, some of us know our history, and I'm not just talking about the 1960s. I'm a kid, I may not have all the answers, but I do have questions. So grown-ups, I have some questions that I want to ask you. So how are we gonna better our communities? How are we gonna better our school structures? And how are we gonna stop our own violence, black on black crimes? And how are we gonna create better family structures? And don't be offended by my questions because I'm only a kid.
Well, listen, you're awesome. You might have your own talk show by the time this week is finished. What do you think about that? You might be getting some phone calls. So listen, do me a favor. Did you tuck your microphone in your back pocket?